Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. As always, I'm Ephraim225, and with me once again is...
I am hydrated.
Well, we did just do the Water Temple, like a couple of episodes ago, I think.
I'm still hydrated.
Well, it's time to head back in time, because in order to do the Spirit Temple is the only dungeon that you have to go to as a child. And an adult.
Well, yes.
But first, there is actually something else we are going to do. Because there is a mini game that I have not checked out yet. It is at the lake. And I was deliberately saving this for last because I don't like this mini game.
The late. Oh no.
So we are going to get hydrated again.
But I'm already hydrated. I'm going to be overly hydrated.
I guess that's what we're all going to be. Hello, Kipora Gibora. I can see your shadow from here. But don't come any closer. I'm watching you.
I mean, you don't have to. His eyes follow you everywhere.
That is so creepy.
It is. Like, you can see from over here if the game doesn't render him out because of the draw distance, and if you do, he's still staring at you.
Pretty sure Ship of Harkinian has infinite draw distance.
In this case, that's a curse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when things are staring at you from the distance. It's always creepy.
So you have to get to this house by swimming. There's no other way to get here. It's kind of embedded in whatever this texture is, the tree line, I guess.
It always looked like some kind of weird, like, rock wall, but that would mean this whole place is in some kind of canyon?
No idea. Anyways, there's a fishing pond, because every Japanese video game must have a fishing minigame or it's not Japanese. Now,
Oddly enough, despite...
I don't really like what they do with this because there is, like, substantial rewards here for getting a really big fish. But, I don't hate the minigame itself, it's just having to do it over and over, and, like, it gets really in-depth. This is, like, the biggest thing of secrets, and you're more familiar with it with me, so you can take over for that while I just try to find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'd say at least to help you, usually you want to look around near where those rocks, where those, like, sticks and the lily pads are. That's usually a good sign for some fishes.
So yeah, there's a bunch of cheats in Ship of Harkinian, by the way, to make this a lot easier, so I'm turning on as many of those as possible. But I do want to at least show what it looks like. I'm holding R, A, and I'm pulling the stick towards me. So, yeah, not the worst thing in the world. Easier than the fishing minigame in Digimon, for example.
Very true.
Do I already have a fish? Well, okay.
Yeah, actually, wait. Maybe you might want to wait with him now, actually.
Oh, really?
For this fish.
Well, let's get another one.
Yeah, why not?
I don't understand what this is, by the way. I don't know what happened there.
But yeah, that whole wiggle thing is so that you can basically lure fish in, because some of the shyer, bigger fish will only be lured if you wiggle it around.
When did I get this?
I think that's actually a Ship of Harkinian thing.
Okay, you know what? Fine. You get the 10-pound fish, you win the heart piece, and if you get like a 13-pounder as an adult, you get the golden scale, which lets you dive further. However, you don't need the gold scale if you do the thing that you taught me how to do with the guy in the lake lab.
Yep, and the reason why you can only do it as an adult is because the fish only grow bigger when... The idea is since 7 years have passed, the fish themselves have gotten bigger.
There's a crack in the wall here for no reason. That's where the water comes through.
Actually, that has one reason, because since we're going to go over this real quick, there's two things about the fishing pond. Well, three things. One is there's actually frenzies in this game. If you hear, like, the sound of swimming and some bubbles, that means that if you fish there, you'll have a higher chance of catching fish. Secondly is, if you... Now, I'm not kidding here. If you actually go to this guy, pay him to play, and leave... Well, you're not even... You just have to pay him to play 3 times. Third time you'll come in, a random spot in the fishing hole will contain the sinking lure, which is a secret lure that can help catching fish be much easier. Downside is if you use it, he won't count any fish in that. And the final and legendary thing is the ever so elusive Hylian Loach. It, as far as I know, its specificity is that it appears in specific areas during specific times of the day, including moon, and if it's raining. It is a very complicated thing. And even if you find it, it is very difficult to catch because it likes to stay in the middle of the lake and sink very deeply. Except I think in like specific times, not even in day, just like real time, it'll actually go close to the lily pads, and that's your chance to catch it without the sinking lure.
So basically what you're saying is this is way more complicated than it has any right to be, and we're not going to bother.
Exactly.
Okay.
At least it ain't at least it ain't Twilight Princess's fishing hole. That's a lot more complicated.
So as you can imagine, the only way to get to the Desert Colossus as a child is with the song we just got. So here we go. I'm sure nobody will be waiting for us to maybe get a little revenge for a thing that I said earlier. Surely.
I thought you were playing your sword for a second when you were warping out because Link was holding his sword when you played the Ocarina.
Wait, really? I didn't notice at all. Oh yeah, there's a little one of these as well. I'll get the Skulltula because I felt like it, but I do need to plant this.
Magic beans.
That's beans.
Indeed. This will be the last time we need the bugs.
I'm not sure if I got all the Skulltulas from this, but... Oh, careful there. I don't even know why I'm still getting these. We have all that we need.
Yeah, because the full reward is just infinite money.
Somebody's supposed to be out here? I guess not.
Maybe we'll see him later.
Welcome to the Spirit Temple. I don't know what the point of those pots is.
A warm welcome.
And look, there's someone here. Did she make a sound?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard that in my life. I just wanted to see the temple.
Temple's no place for kids.
Are you not confused at all as to how I even got here? So, you know anything about the sages?
Sage, I don't know anyone like that.
So you have to answer with nothing really. It's really strange.
I love her response, though. Yeah, nothing to do. What great timing. Can you do me a favor?
Still not confused.
No. Yeah, just this
what if I am?
Like, I'll try to act cool. I love her already.
I'm wearing a skull mask, you know. I actually checked. She has a couple of reactions to different masks.
Really?
So, like, maybe I should have gone back to get the Gerudo mask to try that on her.
Yeah, because I guess I don't know if I mentioned this on screen, but the masks actually do have unique dialogue with every race in Hyrule.
Nearly every NPC, anyways.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is apparently if you wear the Gerudo mask and speak with Talon, he actually says how that mask reminds him of his wife.
Oh yeah, I know that one. He will say the same thing if you're wearing the Goron mask, which raises a lot of questions.
Anyway, yeah. The whole thing with Naburu here is that she's apparently looking for a treasure called the Silver Gauntlets, so I guess we're helping her look for them.
Mm-hmm. She's rebelling against Ganondorf. That makes her an ally in my book.
Also, apparently this place was supposed to be his fortress, even though he has a fortress in Hyrule Castle. Okay.
Darn it, I should have said no. Never mind.
Fair, Naburu doesn't.
You're gonna do something great for me, is that it? Oh, now she reacts to it. What does it have to do with us? Well, I'll tell you what it has to do with us. It can still repel bats.
True. You know what? That's actually very important, because this place has fire keys.
Now we're back to Slingshot. I feel all nostalgic.
Definitely, which is also definitely good to know, considering, you know, at this point, you still probably have your Kokiri shield. You don't want to... Sorry, your Deku shield. You don't want to get loose.
I'll keep the Hylian shield on for now. Oh. There's one of you.
Armos. I can't tell what's supposed to be their eyes. Or what they're supposed to be in period.
Get over here, please. There you go.
Ow.
That was a little strange. Where do we go
think...
first? I'm actually not too certain.
The center, I think, is locked?
Well, if it is locked, we'll just have to... Oh, I can see it, yeah. And the mask comes off every time you, like, change rooms, too.
Because technically this is a transition. Yeah, I say that because for the Spirit Temple for the child section, it's actually a bit open-ended. You can go in different areas, and you'll have different options around you.
Oh, jeez. Hello. I'm out of nuts, as a matter of fact.
Ah, nuts. Yeah, you know, as a kid, you get to see just how big these guys are. Them and their Chris's.
Well, there goes my no fairy run.
I'm ready for round 2.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you got the glitch.
Oh, wow, this thing won't break.
Yeah, this is a glitch where if you can trigger it, you basically have an infinite Deku Stick. It's shorter range, but it still has the power of a Deku Stick.
Alright, so I killed him normally, but I have in fact seen that Stalfos wring himself out by jumping into the abyss.
It actually will just end up sidling off if you basically push him on there.
Yeah, enough pretending this is Soul Calibur, though.
I mean, if it was 6, you could pretty much say that.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that I've thoroughly humiliated myself, you know what? I don't know why I need to be so negative about this. The save file still says 0 deaths. Also, that chest is clipping into the corner, and I shouldn't have opened it because it would have given me a new Deku Shield.
I mean, if you lost your old one. Also, now for one of the weirder enemies. This is Anubis.
Yeah, literally. It's stealing from Pow World.
Oh, it's so topical.
So you can see that it kind of mirrors your movements. I think it'll, like, attack or something if you get too close. But the idea is you hit that crystal switch, it turns something into a flame in this room, probably right over there. But, you know, we have other options.
Also, it doesn't attack if you're too close. It attacks if you attack. It's a mimic.
Oh, okay. But, you know,
yeah.
you have your options, as I just said.
Oh, yeah, no. These guys are weak to fire.
Weak to fire, yes. Okay. I need to buckle down here and avoid having to buy potions later. Where's my skull mask?
Oh, yeah, because these keys are going to be very annoying.
Oh, look! We have company. Or do we?
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, God. Watch yourself. Also, these guys are on the other side of the... Okay.
There's one here.
Didn't think that was gonna work, but good job.
If you walk over here, the wall masters go away.
Huh. I don't think there's a way you can get that, so... I just hope they're not gonna bite you through the wall. No, they can't bite you through the wall.
I don't see the... There we go. I think they go away because you need to be able to get the silver ruby, but that kind of ruins the entire point of the Wallmaster.
Not quite. No. Oh, okay, Wallmaster, yeah.
Hearts, please. I know you guys drop hearts.
Oh, there's some. Watch it.
Yeah, see? No problem.
I guess if anything, they're there to freak you out.
Okay. Oh yeah, boomerang. Boomerang.
I think about it. No, this place isn't actually roundabout. You have to go left so that you can, because if you go right, it'll take you to this room. I guess you had to go either way, so okay.
Don't forget the key.
Oh yeah, this is important. Also, small keys as a kid.
Yeah.
Wait,
wait. We had those in the bottom of the well.
In the shadow. Yeah, in the bottom of the wall. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, so it was a loop. We did that entire loop just to get into this room.
Yep. Anubis.
And I need to
Also,
quicken my
bonus.
pace, I think. Not good.
It's not a, I was gonna say, wait, it's not a mimic, it's a doppelganger. Dang, I'm getting my own game concept ideas wrong.
Look, it mimics something, alright?
Yes. I just know because a good friend of mine hates mimics.
I'll climb to the top and get that. Still getting the Skulltulas. For some reason.
I mean, here's the thing. Once you see him, you just can't... Once you see him, you can't stop.
It's like bubble gems, right?
Yep. I was doing a bingo with a friend, and the first thing we have to get past the tutorial area of tears. I literally instinctively picked up a bubble gem because I'm like, oh right, I'm not supposed to pick up these things because we're doing minimalist. Jeez.
That was the most pathetic enemy I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ella's Alphas had no idea what the heck you're doing.
Why didn't I do that in Dodongo's Cavern? Oh, right, because there was 2 of them.
Yeah. By the way, wait, is what I think it is?
Yeah, they have an
pretty
actual puzzle here based around Bomb Chew.
It's still technically optional though, because you can't just chuck a bomb up there by cooking it.
Hang on, hang on.
Man, you are one of those cheaters at Soul Calibur. Who knew you bring a gun to a sword fight?
Link has an arrow in his moveset for Soul Calibur.
That is true. There's just no place to ring him out. I love Lizard Men.
Okay.
The switch on the floor blocked it. You can lock onto it, I think. Yeah, there you go.
So, like, this is one of the only puzzles in the game where you have to use a Bomb Chew. Oh, I got it.
Wow!
My bowling skills.
That was amazing.
My bowling skills, thank you very much.
I gotta give it to you for that one. That was sweet.
You push the statue
by the
onto
way,
the
this
little
is-
button.
Raises the gates.
I don't know if there's
Yeah, by the way,
anything,
it's-
like, of interest in the room itself.
Not yet.
Well, there's apparently something over there, according to Navi. No, nothing.
No. No. Like, we didn't get a chance to see it, but this room will be very important much later, so not much use worrying about it.
Very, very important, as a matter of fact. We have another Silver Rupee thing, and we also have... You know, actually, let's give Bomb Chew a little bit more love, shall we?
Sure. Oh, I'll tell you right now, I hate this room.
This is so cool. Like, this is legit cool, actually.
I love the
I
Bomb
found
Chew
a
feature.
use for Bombos. I mean, Bomb Chew.
Bombos is always handy. Bomb chews, though, yeah, it's good to have an extra use for them.
Now that I've accidentally mentioned the Bombos medallion, in case anyone was wondering, I did play A Link to the Past a long time ago, and I'm sad to say that I actually missed out something on that game.
Is it the Bombos medallion?
No, I got the medallion, but you remember that enemy that was like an eyeball in a block of ice?
Oh, yeah.
Normally, I unload my entire magic meter on Fire Rod in order to unfreeze him, but it turns out the Bombos medallion can just unfreeze him instantly for like a quarter of the cost.
Holy shit. That I didn't know.
And I'll never get to show it off, so I'm telling you now.
I thought you were talking about the slime one, but no, the one in the ice cavern. Yeah, that actually would be very good to know. Oh, God. I actually don't mind the Ice Palace as much, but then again, I'm always that guy that gets the Cane of Samaria just before I enter it.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. Saves you a little time.
And a lot of aggravation if you don't know what you're supposed to do in there.
Oh yeah, a funny trick you can do with these blocks is that you can push them into the traps in order to get them caught in place.
I always love when a Zelda game lets you do that. Just to also hear him like clink helplessly back and forth.
It's especially funny in A Link to the Past because they like just grind against the wall
Yeah. It's one of my favorite examples. Especially if you can get, like... I forget if the Cane of Samaria blocks actually block them.
I can check it out. Dude, the Cane of Samaria has so many weird interactions in A Link to the Past. You can dash into the block to kick it, you can throw it.
Holy... I didn't know about that! Oh, I wish I could have done that more often.
It has, like, zero use. Like, zero practical use, anyways. Okay, now it's time for the mini-boss.
That's a big armored dude.
Are you ready for more Zelda 2 action? Because we've got ourselves an Iron Knuckle.
That's also such a metal name. Iron Knuckle.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
No, that won't protect you.
I thought...
You cannot block his attacks.
Okay. Let's see how you like this. Please,
like it.
Please don't make a comment.
Iron Knuckles are very dangerous in normal. I know we were talking. Roll back, roll back.
Okay, you know what? Enough of this. I'm cheating.
I'll explain this right now. Iron Knuckles, even in the base game, do hurt. They do a solid 2 hearts of damage. So yeah, in your run, they do double damage.
Oh yeah, that's...
By the way, this is actually an interesting time for me to mention a little thing about this game.
You can't duck. Okay.
No. Did you know you actually have iframes in this game? Link's roll, the very end of his rolling animation has iframes that make you invincible to all attacks, including Iron Knuckles. You'll get knocked back, but you'll take no damage.
Well, I cheated, but I win, so I guess...
The only... I'm telling you this not because... It's also because it's very hard to time. I didn't want you to...
Oh,
hello! Telling me like, oh, when is he supposed to show up? No. Shows up now. To be fair though, he's actually not here to tell you tutorials. He's actually telling you for something important. There are 2 witches that inhabit this temple.
Finally, something useful.
Yeah, his final appearance. He actually tells you something important.
And he just flies into the temple.
And what else is he supposed to do?
Anyways, the Silver Gauntlets. They can't fit a child, which can only mean one thing.
We gotta give it to Noburo.
Problem.
Sandstorm, what? Okay, voice in my head, where are you coming from? And like up here, is that there Noburu's getting swallowed by sand. That's nothing important. Wait a second. So, how did y'all get out here? I'm impressed you could talk with all that sand in your mouth.
And there's nothing more you can do as a child, so you actually have to let her just be captured and probably tortured for 7 years.
I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad. Maybe she'll get, like, magically put in a suit or something.
You're tempting me. So yeah, there's nothing you can really do here. Let's head back.
Hold on. Before you teleport, would you like some fairies?
Oh, right, the Oasis, right? Why don't we get that as an adult?
Fair enough. So, yeah. I guess, you know, if Noburu's not using them, maybe we could just procure these gauntlets for a little spell. I don't think she'll mind. 7 years.
Yeah.
Not like she can really complain to us anyway. She's not here right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild makes a direct allusion to Noboru.
Maybe. Maybe.
But then again, I think many of the stages got a bit of a shout-out.
And then they added one from Wind Waker. Which, I'm at least glad for that.
She was a sage.
Who is?
Medley.
That is true.
Also, you can see the Silver Gauntlets. We kind of just put them on while we were time warping.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Silver... Silver and red? Kind of works.
Kinda. You want to
And
try?
again, it's
You want me
like-
to try like a different thing or something?
I mean, blue and silver usually go well. I just know, like, with red, it's usually more like gold. Because, you know, that's royal colors next to purple.
Oh, and the magic bean spot has sprouted. That allows us to get... Well, there's nothing on this. I don't know why I'm standing on this.
Do you want to get attacked by Quays again?
So, let me just...
Good morning.
Good morning. Time for some morning showers.
I mean, the desert? Yes, please. I don't think I could live in a desert state, even though I technically do. Like, people think desert, they think, like, sand and stuff, but no. A desert can just mean anywhere that basically has, like, low habitation.
This is very awkward.
Link, are you okay, dude? You need to... To be fair, to swim in an oasis in the desert would probably be very nice.
Oh my goodness, that oasis just made me think of the Zelda cartoon. There was one episode where the fairies build a water park.
Oh, yeah! Oh, that's actually kind of awesome.
You guys think the Zelda cartoon was bad, but it actually did a lot more than you realize.
I mean, it did basically give us the precursor to the bomb shields and tears.
Darn it.
I mean, for the one episode that always comes to my mind is the one with the Gibdo.
The mom Gibdo, because it's a female Gibdo, therefore it's a mummy.
Exactly.
Okay, that completes our heart piece collection, ladies and gentlemen. We got them all.
I gotta commend it to you, man. Like, as someone who never collects them all, I congratulate you.
I cheated. Don't commend me too hard.
Hey, everybody uses Zelda Dungeon when they're getting for the last few ones. Don't tell me that.
How are you supposed to find that one in Hyrule Field? It's so bad.
Rumble? Because I think, like...
It's so out of the way, though. Anyway. Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? Just to show it off. We haven't even shown off the elemental arrows yet. Okay.
You hit it. The idea is you put smoke in its eye, but you didn't blow up the body.
Oh.
It's weird.
Oh, I'm out of magic, so I can't even. Ugh. Wait a minute, I've got arrows on one C button and ice arrows on another. That must be a Ship of Harkinian thing. I actually like that.
Yes. Yes, I always found it annoying when it does that. Man, this feels kind of backwards. As a kid, we had to deal with Stalfos, and here we have to deal with the Wolfos.
There, that one ringed himself out.
You're trying to play, like, the song Healing? What was that about?
I'm gonna need
I know
that.
your controllers. I know your controller's a little... Ooh, big chest.
Now we can maybe, like, start getting the map and compass, I guess?
Yeah. I forget what's inside this little sand pit, by the way. This looks so weird. Hide in the back.
I guess there's nothing in here.
Huh.
The compass would show it, too, so, okay. That's just a room with a compass, for no good reason.
I always forget how selective an enemy BMOs are. Some games are killable, some games are not.
Okay, it's stunned.
The smoke got in its eye. You have... Yeah, there you go. If you just blow up next to it, it only normally kills it. If
Okay,
you
now
throw...
okay, now I have magic. Look at this.
Let's do it.
You can freeze these with ice arrows. It'd be so useful to have them, like, in the water temple because you could freeze the trap right before the boss room. But you can't.
Oh, yeah. Nope, also this room.
So people think that you need a particular item to grab that silver rupee. Not really.
Nice.
So that's why people think you have to come back after a particular other dungeon, but you don't.
That way, weird perspective in these windows.
Yeah, I don't really know what the point of that was.
I guess it's so that you don't get disoriented?
You get disoriented going in there anyways.
True.
By the way, apparently, like, I think I've mentioned it before, but when you play the Song of Time for a block like this, you're apparently sending it to the other time period.
Which is kind of crazy to think. Also, these dang rocks.
Like, there's really only one block like that in the entire game where you would actually notice that happening. Oh, it actually moved to the other thing, I think. I have to play it again.
Yeah, it did.
It's apparently in Goron City, by the way.
Oh! Oh, yeah! Actually, kind of crazy to consider that since... Yeah, no, that mechanic is very rarely used.
I wish it were used more. That's actually a pretty cool concept.
See, that's the kind of stuff I miss with these games, because they have a lot of crazy and cool ideas, but they never really... Like, even then, like... Oh, God! Hello! You can hookshot it to stun it, by the way.
Actually, you know what?
I don't like the jelly on fire.
Fire arrows would destroy them instantly, so... Well, eventually it'll destroy them. Why is Navi turning green?
Okay. I think maybe that's a way of saying, like, look out, there might be something in the room. And in that case, I was like, that actually kind of caught me off guard, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only reason to go in there was the key. I guess that was kind of a trap.
Yeah. Oh god, it just reminds me of how in the... Actually, hold on a sec.
Oh, they do it again.
There it is. Yeah. I was also gonna say, like, the funny thing with the Master Mode is they actually pull that trick off a lot more often. They'll just have lights, like, all over the place, like, hiding all over the place in this place.
Oh, speaking of the Master Quest, the Master Quest would actually force me to do the dungeons in a different order. Because, like, I'm doing a very non-standard dungeon order, but there's an obstacle in the Master Quest version of the Spirit Temple that would force me to play it a different way.
It's been a while since I played Master Quest, so I don't even remember what that would be.
Okay.
Ooh, a chest.
I bet I know what's in it.
Ooh, another chest.
There we go. Ice? No. That's helpful. Thank you. Okay, there's the ice.
Yep. And I might just love pulling that trick. By the way, don't... Oh, there's a light window here.
I'm fairly certain I heard something. Guess it's just my imagination.
I think what you're thinking of is if you set off that last light switch. Because, yeah, I guess I should mention this since we're this far. The whole idea of the Spirit Temple is it's kind of based on, like, actual, like, Egyptian tombs, but this isn't really based on, like, a pyramid. It's more based on, like, a sphinx, I guess?
Who knows?
It's because, you know, the outside's not a pyramid. It's like a giant statue.
Well, we have to... Oh, is that going to be close? Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, you got it. By the way, do you want me to mention the really...
No, don't say a word. Don't say a word until I am finished.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, so I'll let you have it. Ooh.
So, can I make it over there?
You should be able to. Just a little too high.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Want to see the red dot?
And also, I think you can summon the Scarecrow, because Navi's going a little... I'll just try it out, just to be sure. No, okay, but I do hear something. But you see here that we have a statue of a kind of a snaky-looking woman.
This must be like a sand goddess, I believe.
Yeah, this is a goddess of the sands, I think. What? No, you didn't.
It's gotta be the very tip, like the absolute tip, as bad as that sounds. Or did they?
Oh, okay, there we
go. You go. I like how we're both like, okay, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, they made a nipple joke in a Zelda game.
Oh, it's even worse than that. Apparently the nipple has a hurt box.
A hurt box?
Yeah, if you touch it the right way, Link will actually take damage.
What?
Yes.
I need a video of that.
Like, you gotta, like, get at the right angle. And God, this sounds terrible, but I'm not joking. This is an actual thing.
Okay, we can head south. No.
There's a hookshot point up on the roof.
Imagine if we hook shot onto that thing.
I mean, that'd be dangerous. There should be, yeah.
The locked door is up here.
Yep.
So what is that button for? Now I'm confused. Because I could see what kind of button it was. I actually can't push it.
Careful. Oh, no, just walk. Okay, I see. So the other one,
there's another.
Yeah, I think I see what you gotta do. So just hop left, hop right, and then just go to the other side of the room and hug the wall. Oh wait, that's that one. There you go.
There, I got it. I got it.
Whew. I've never actually had to deal with that trap, those rooms traditionally.
Why are there
so
two rooms lit up? Well, there's 3 rooms lit up. Weird.
Oh, no.
Well, we need a key.
Oh, this room.
I think I know what's going on. One of these is not a phony. There. Oh, you have to get one of them to step on the button.
Yep.
Just make sure that's the right one.
Let's go for it.
That's kind of nasty.
Oh!
All things considered, that's kind of nasty. Oh, there's
chests.
chests.
Hold on.
There's chests. I see.
You're invisible.
The invisible chest trick.
Yeah, you should be able to open them still, though.
Magic, please.
You want hearts, right?
I guess so, but why even put them there?
Again, I guess the whole idea is like a trick area, because like this whole thing being based on Egyptian tombs, they want you to be like, oh, is this going to be the trap room? Also because of this.
Oh yeah, we have another iron knuckle. Luckily,
I'll give you this.
It will not move until you start attacking, so what if...
I believe that works. Yeah, they are weak to bombs.
This is so bad.
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna waste the bombs.
I mean, I was also gonna say, like, here's the thing, don't worry, as soon as that armor goes away, they're gonna start chasing you down. By the way, let them break, yeah. I don't know if they drop, I know they drop hearts, but I forget.
Wrong button, wrong, I pushed the wrong button.
I did 8. I was wrong, they do 4 hearts of damage normally. They do, like, about 30 your health.
Okay, I think I found the ideal strategy here.
He's too busy trying to cut down the... He was too busy trying to cut down the pillar. That was awesome.
Also, he can actually smash that throne.
Yeah, they all drop hearts, by the way.
Yeah. Anyways, that throne can be smashed, the pillars can be smashed. Oh, hey, look. Daylight. And this thing just suddenly appears.
Yeah. This dungeon doesn't have 1 treasure, it has 2.
Yeah, we got the mirror shield, and I actually low-key kind of like it because this design, really nice. I like
so beautiful.
I like the red trim. I like that glass is effective in the Zelda universe for reflecting magic.
It makes sense, and like, you know, the mirror shield, I always loved like its reflective feel. I know it's all based on the story of Perseus, but it's still such an amazing touch.
Oh, really? What was Perseus about?
Perseus' story about Medusa.
Oh, so this is like the Medusa head shield?
I mean, because the whole idea is the reason why he could defeat Medusa was instead of looking at her directly, he looked at Medusa through his shield. Because, you know, the rules only comply as if you look directly at Medusa. If looking at a reflection apparently didn't count. That's how he was able to get close enough to slay her.
He wasn't reflecting light, I guess, but...
Not quite. But, like, I assume
Wait,
that's where the whole... But that's the thing, that's one of the most well-known mirror shield myths come from.
well, you know what? There was a snake statue, or like a snake person kind of looking thing. So I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I really will.
Oh yeah, I love mythology. Also, I'm glad you know about the trick here because
Yeah, normally you have to climb, and for some reason, if like you I can probably only make it to... Can I make it to the top? Okay, cool.
You can make it to the top.
Apparently, if one of these things move and you're like halfway between blocks, then you just go flying into the spikes.
I thought it would just like make you drop.
And they make me play the song again for no reason. What direction do I want to go in? I probably want to grab that chest first.
Oh no, you really want to. I don't want to say too much, but you really want to.
What could be in there? Oh, there's the boss key. Maybe it's the boss key.
I always assume just any kind of mirror shield is based on the story of Perseus, because that's the only story with the mirror shield I know, as far as I know.
It's not like... Huh?
Oh, that's what I was asking you. Do you know of any?
I don't really know of any situations involving mirrors reflecting light like that, but... Now that you mentioned Perseus, it does make me think of, well... Guess I'll have to save that for off-camera time. We need to figure out how to get the boss key.
Well, I mean, we just gotta do what Dark Souls does. Destroy fake room walls that'll kill you if you try to do anything.
You know, for some reason I think it's an instant knockout if you, get hit by them. But I don't think that would happen, would it?
No, it's not. It just does some damage and knocks.
Okay, so
back.
this is where I use the ascend ability, right? Just get up there. There's gotta be another one.
But here's the thing: if you want to try it, just literally try to open one of the doors. It will only do a bit of damage. It's not going to kill you.
I just need to know if it'll kill me or not. And it was a hookshot thing instead.
Yeah, no, it won't kill you. It's not that cruel. Look, we're playing Ocarina of Time, not Dark Souls.
You never know. Iron Knuckles are pretty nasty.
Yeah, even in base game, because they do 4 hearts of damage. I thought they did 2. But then again, it's funny, because it's kind of based on some of the off-screen talk we were talking about with Ocarina. Because no, in this game, the Iron Knuckles do the highest damage in the entire game, with a total of 8 hearts. And again, that's also the same thing.
What was the point of that crystal? It like, did nothing. Oh, hello.
No. You'll see the point of it very soon. Also, goodbye. Oh,
yeah,
wait,
you're a little too far behind to be trying to fight me.
These are white bubbles.
I don't see any fire around them. They can hardly be called bubbles.
Yeah, no. They're just kind of dashing around. And their dashing makes, like, this white after effect, so I guess that makes them bubbles?
Okay, you have to move this thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that crystal was just there in order to force you to notice this thing, I guess. I don't really know.
You'll see, trust me. I will say this much too, since we're finally at it. The thing I didn't know about the mirror shield, I guess the Gerudos as a whole is... Stop lagging out. Here we go.
Sorry.
The Gerudos had their symbol changed. You're good, it's just connection. The Gerudo symbol had their symbol changed.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of this.
Also, that's why, because the crystal lets you enter this place so that you can position the light to the mirror.
Yeah, but they could have just had the door be open.
I guess they just really wanted to give you one last little mind trick. But yeah, no. The Gerudo symbol was originally a moon with a star on it, but I think that was changed because it was way too close to like an actual icon of an Eastern country?
I'm pretty sure it was Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern. Yeah, and I guess to avoid any kind of issues, they changed the icon to be this... I think it's supposed to represent a cobra hood.
Perhaps. So yes, you have to melt the lady's face off, and then you need to... See, I was referring to that button down there. We never pressed it.
Oh, that's probably for that down there. The only thing is you can't press it. It's rusted.
Exactly. We need another item.
Yep.
Very courteous of them to open that for me. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm curious about one tiny little thing, but it's probably not going to apply here, so we'll find out. Oh, there's going to be another Iron Knuckle, actually, I just realized. This one is funny, though. Also, we have these two.
Witches.
Apparently they raised Ganondorf, which explains a lot.
Yep, I think they're like their surrogate grandmothers? That's the phrase?
Well, you want to know what they're called in Germany?
I already know what they are. But that's not quite yet, because...
Fine.
By the way, if you want to know something...
Wait, stop.
I know we have...
Wait, stop.
Oh, wait, where's my weapon? Oh.
Well, she'll fail again, just like all the other ones.
Here's the thing. Have Navi check this Iron Knuckle.
Oh.
Something strange. This is not an ordinary enemy. Yeah, even Navi noticed something's off with this one.
Okay, here's the ideal Iron Knuckle strategy now that I actually know how to fight them.
It's actually kind of impressive.
We found a use for Bomb Chew, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank God they're infinite. I assume they don't do as much damage as the sword, but it is a safer option.
Is it just not doing anything? Oh, okay. Oh, look who was inside the entire time. Sorry about blowing you up over and over.
Buru, we weren't supposed to kill you.
So if you let the title screen run for long enough, it plays this exact scene and spoils the whole thing.
Not quite. It actually only plays up until when she's on her hands. You don't see why, though. Also, it makes it implied that the witches are actually throwing their magic at you. This part.
I guess she's dead.
Yeah, they just kind of straight up vaporized her?
Yeah. So, fun fact about Iron Knuckles, by the way. All Iron Knuckle models, including the one we just fought, if you clip the camera through their head, you can see Naburu's face, which kind of implies that all Iron Knuckles are brainwashed Gerudo, which would be pretty metal, but I don't think that's the case. I think they just didn't bother with actually altering the model.
It is kind of creepy, though, because it's not just Naburu's eyes. Her eyes are, like, huge and bug-eyed. Like, she's absolutely losing it in there.
Something is wrong with my map.
Your map is weird for whacking out, my dude.
That it is. So, no surprise, the witches are going to be the boss. Want to know what they're called in Germany? Well, you know, but I'm going to tell them.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to... the Killer Grandmas! Germany has the best translations. The Killer Grandmas.
Their summoning circles, by the way, have the fire and water icons on them.
Oh, yeah. The water temple really was supposed to be an ice temple, wasn't it?
Oh, no, that was the original idea. Same with the forest temple being a wind. But yeah, here, instead of saying, I think it says Twinrova? It would say Sorceress Quisser's Twinrova. Instead, it would say Killer Grammies in the German version.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Oh no, you can't do that.
No, they're too smart for that.
I wish that worked. It would reward you for getting the thing.
That's fair. So yeah, and this fight's actually interesting. Interesting. This is your basic elemental fight. You know, fire beats ice, ice beats fire.
You just have to hit them with the other person's element, really.
Yeah.
Best
I
way to
always
do it.
like
Best
you-
way to do it is probably to target one that's not firing at you, and then hold out your shield. Yeah. You can aim
You just
manually if
gotta.
you want.
You can. Yeah, I've had some issues with that though, where if like they're just too close, it'll aim it. By the way, be careful because if they do make their shot on the floor, it doesn't just damage you; it'll make a floor damaging tile. In fact, this ice attack actually has a unique freeze animation where Link's body will just get frozen over completely with frost, and it'll do like double the damage of normal ice. Actually,
Wow,
kind of
okay.
terrifying to see.
This
Another
is a
thing is,
boring
don't-
fight, though. I gotta say.
Also, a warning: do not aim your shield at the floor when you're reflecting it. If that spell so much as touches the floor, yeah, that's what happens to me. If their attack so much as taps the floor, it'll basically create the damaging floor. So you don't want to cause that to happen.
So I haven't really talked about this because I didn't want to dunk too hard on the game when I was having such a good time, but the bosses in Ocarina of Time honestly don't feel all there to me. See? Like, this one in particular is really bad.
This one is very slow. Because you basically just have to wait for their attack because they don't give you a chance to fight back.
But really,
like this
bosses...
In the German-
Oh yeah, this is the best part. Bosses in Ocarina of Time feel like puzzles, and this is no exception. Pretty, hot looking, though, wouldn't you say? This is so
I mean,
funny.
here's the thing. You mentioned the German version. You know what they say instead of double dynamite attack?
What's that?
They say sexy sexy thermohexy.
What?
Yeah, that's what they say instead.
Okay, I need to calm myself because I really want to do this right. Ice, please.
The first phase, she's not gonna trick you out. By the way, I love the shield look when it's all like spelly.
Also, I'm thrusting in a very suggestive position.
I want to make it worse. People have found a trick where if you use the hook shot just right, you can trigger ISG and kill her in one phase.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You can hookshot
'Cause you
into
can
her, can't you?
Yes. I wonder if that was what the nipple statue's hinting.
Oh my goodness, this is awful. This is for kids,
This is
right?
terrible.
Oh,
Yes.
You gotta be careful though. What's happening here is you have to get the same spell into your shield 3 times, and then it unleashes it all at once. You don't want the other element.
Because if you get the wrong spell, it'll actually cancel your spell and repel hers. Also, she has like one of the lowest health values in all the bosses.
Thank goodness. See, that's another thing. That's a mechanic of the mirror shield that never comes up ever again. I would have preferred a puzzle involving maybe, not fire and ice arrows because ice arrows are optional, but maybe ice arrows could have been in this dungeon, and you need the 2 arrows.
I don't like that. Also, apparently these evil witches are going to heaven.
God forgives all.
I guess so.
Or Hylia does, I don't know.
You know, you're right. It highly forgives all, I guess. Also, Sound of Crows. Next game. Are you calling senile?
This
You can
is
tell
this
they're
is probably the funniest death ever.
They're sisters, alright.
But they'll be back. Oh boy, will they be back.
One will ask us to give him a potion, the other one will...
Oh, the heart
Where the heart
container. I
container
can't
is.
forget that. Here we go.
Nobody's ever gonna make me forget that.
I was reminding myself.
No, I know. It's just, you say that, it reminds me, man, everyone gave me a lot of problems when I forgot about the heart piece, the heart container in Twilight.
Of course, I've got so many that I probably don't mind it too much. Even if I miss it.
Did you spare your great-grandson like 5? I'm hurting.
Say what?
I just, making jokes about Twilight. Also, who is our spirit sage? Surprise!
I guess it is a little surprising that a Gerudo would turn out to be a sage, but she did seem like the nicest one of the bunch.
I mean, she wasn't really... I think even she admits, like, the Gerudos are not all really evil. It's just that Ganon basically made a very bad example of everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
it is surprising. I would have thought you would have turned out to be the Sage of Lightning.
don't remind me.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, Tears of the Kingdom made the Gerudo's temple lightning instead of spirit, and then the spirit temple itself is now underground, and it's somebody else's temple. Sages and temples are weird in Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now. If that wasn't going to be bothering me, if they originally went with their plan of making the Forest Temple a Wind Temple, I would have been crying even more foul.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that was fun.
The Rito would get
big.
robbed.
It's not even that, because you know there's a Wind Sage in Tears.
Oh, someone... Yet another lady who's got the hots for Link, by the way.
I should have kept them. Also, Naburu, are you talking about the fact that Link hitting on Link as a kid?
Who knows?
I
I like how the camera is kind of locked until you move around.
Yeah, but I assume this is probably like you're gonna be your main. Well, to be fair, it probably should be because another benefit to the Mirror Shield, it cannot be stolen.
That is very true. There's only one in the game, so it can't be stolen. Logic.
The only downside is it cannot reflect Octorok rocks, if you really care about that.
Maybe. At least it has a downside. So I wanted to point out one tiny little bit of trivia before we end for today. In the leaked beta of Ocarina of Time, the Spirit Medallion did something very interesting.
Oh?
It turns you into a fairy!
Like Zelda 2!
Like Zelda 2, there you go. I always thought that was amazing. That is sure to be a broken ability, but they've got to bring it back somehow. It's too good.
To be fair, that actually does kind of make sense, because I know we call them fairies, but if you actually go to the shopkeepers and check the fairy items, they call them fairy spirits.
Maybe. Doesn't make me feel
might be
better.
right.
Also, I'm spinning again. You can just do this for no reason.
It's... I was going to say dynamic, but no, it just makes me dizzy. Bike way.
Well, that's gonna be it for today's episode. We don't have any more heart pieces to get. We don't really have any more Skulltulate because I'm not intent on collecting them all. I guess we can just run the rest of the temples. There's only two left.
There's one thing you're missing.
What?
Well, there's one thing you're forgetting.
Oh, yeah. I'm not getting a golden scale. Oh, right.
That.
I know what you mean.
Want to try getting it?
Next time. We can maybe, like, open with that, because we're headed to Death Mountain next.
Yeah! Finally, we can use this red shirt for something.
Yes, we can just warp straight to the temple, but we'll save that for next time. I'm Efren225.
I'm no longer hydrated.
That's gonna get even worse. We're going to Death Mountain. And we'll both see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, with the Fire Temple. See you then.
See you later. Bird!